Sam has a special treat in store for us. The 67 Camaro is getting a new 5-speed manual transmission, a new flywheel, and upgraded clutch from American Powertrain. Everything will be assembled with ARP bolts, so you know it'll last a lifetime.
Man, do I have something exciting for you guys today. Not because I'm changing out the 3-speed slush box in the 67 Camaro to a 5-speed Tremec, but because I don't have to do much of anything else to get this accomplished. For those of us who don't have a body shop handy or don't know how to do a transmission tunnel conversion, we don't have to do that in this case. We're going to put in our 5-speed transmission, we're going to R&R our clutch, that means remove and replace to a new 26 spline. All this is going to be included in our American Powertrain transmission installation kit. Everything we need. The only thing we'll have to do is going to be a drive shaft when we're all done. This is a job that should be able to be done in a single day. All right, so when removing the clutch, there's going to be a lot of material and dust that falls down. So I like to do a trash can underneath the assembly. That way the floor doesn't get dirty. But make sure the trash can isn't full just in case the hardware falls in there. You can find it and retrieve it. All right, so I'm going to replace the pilot bearing or pilot bushing, some people call it. And it's very important that anytime you guys do a clutch replacement that you replace this bearing in the crankshaft, okay? Now there's a couple different ways you can do it. I personally like to use bread. What you do is you take the bread, stick it in the hole, and you just keep compacting it and compacting it. Now, some people use grease, but then when you're done, you gotta clean all that grease out. It becomes a mess, whereas the bread just falls straight out. All right, so I'm gonna put the pilot bushing back in, and in this case, you wanna make sure that this groove goes towards the crankshaft and the solid surface faces the clutch. Grab yourself a socket, making sure that you're banging on the outside body of the bushing and you're not going to damage the needle bearings inside in the middle, okay? American Powertrain provides you with ARP hardware for the flywheel and the pressure plate. The flywheel is going to require ARP lube that's in the packaging. Make sure not to throw away the little white piece of paper that's inside the package. That's going to give you your torque specs. So in the kit, American Powertrain provides you with a release bearing. When you're replacing the release bearing, make sure to go ahead and service your fork. Where the fulcrum is right there, you want to lube it. Then I take my throb bearing, put it right here. Then I'll walk into the sunset. All right, I'm all filled up, ready to go. I could even take my hands and go around the entire transmission. That's how much room we have. All I have to do now is get a custom drive shaft made, so I'm gonna call Inland Empire Driveline and get that taken care of.